If you have a Samsung Galaxy S10, you might want to be careful about your fingerprint scanner. It looks like Apple might make some changes to their lineup due to some great sales growth, and Huawei is still managing to grow even after the US ban, as the results just came in. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I don't even know what day it is. All I know is I have, I think, 7 phones on the table, and that's waiting for others to be shipped. Hello, Techtober. Again, this is Pocket Down Daily. The official news today begin with deals. Those of you in the market to get yourself a new Apple Watch Series 5, here's the thing, don't trust Apple to get any discounts, but I love the fact that Amazon is working with them because that changed as of today. Amazon is currently taking $50 off the Apple Watch Series 5 in various GPS plus cellular configurations. If you only want the GPS one, that one is $15 off in various configurations as well. Obviously, you don't need the LTE variant. I've felt that you get better battery life out of that, but regardless, these are watches I do recommend. You can learn more in the description. Now, let's talk about Samsung as well, this year and last year and every single one before that has been the race to get rid of notches. Samsung has been excelling in that particularly, but we've got some new patents that make us wonder exactly what is going on here. See, apparently the company wants to move the notch to somewhere different. There's a patent application that calls it a reverse notch. It is on the outside of the display where the cameras and the sensors would be placed. Now, we don't know why would you want that instead of just having it right on the bezels or having the cutout that we currently have. I mean, I'm not bothered by the Galaxy Note 10's punch hole, but let's see what we get. I mean, not all patents become reality. Now, is it just me, or is iOS 13 the boldest update that Apple has ever launched to iOS in a long time? I would say since iOS 7, but also probably the buggiest one, not particularly with iPadOS, but iOS 13 on the iPhone. Apple just released their adoption numbers of iOS 13 and iPadOS on their developer website. These numbers are for iPhones sold in the last 4 years. 55% of them are confirmed on iOS 13, 38% are still on iOS 12, 7% are on an older version, and for iPads we've got 41% adopted iOS 13, and then 51% are still on iOS 12 for reasons I don't understand. But the point being is, I'd be a little cautious about iOS 13. In my case, on the iPhone, I have horrible face to unlock problems. I don't know with Face ID. It's just sometimes it just doesn't work. You try to unlock it and it just doesn't work, and I know other people are having issues with that. But other than that, my experience with iPadOS has been fantastic. So yeah, good to see this adoption. I wish Google would release these numbers for Android. Now, since we're talking about Apple, let's talk about the company's plan for world domination and the fact that apparently that is not going to happen because Huawei doesn't seem to be doing so bad, but take this with a grain of salt. Here's the thing, Apple has been rumored to take over the second spot in sales, but Huawei just released numbers. They say that worldwide shipments are bouncing back this quarter with a 27% growth, and these numbers actually don't even include the Mate 30 sales that reportedly are about to hit China, meaning the numbers, not necessarily the sales. The sales already begun, but the thing about it is, there's no way to actually audit this number. And that's the biggest problem. In the United States, you're forced to provide accurate numbers by law. We don't know exactly if that's the case in China. We hear that they're not necessarily obligated to. So we'll see in the end if this is true or not over time as we get to notice how adoption rates go through. Now, that being said, let's continue talking about the case of China and Apple and their current success with iPhone sales. As yes, the company went through a horrible slump since the iPhone 10, and obviously iPhone XS was not that great when it came to sales, and now iPhone 11 has proven to be what the company needed to launch, and it seems that that's not going to be the only strategy. Analysts are already claiming that Apple will sell around 185 million iPhones this fiscal year. They're mentioning that the phone that's doing better than expected in China is definitely the iPhone 11 because of its price drop. With this success, these analysts are predicting that Apple might launch 4 new flagship iPhones in 2020, all with 5G and 3D sensing technology. But being realistic, we know Apple. I don't think that's going to happen, or probably that's going to be that SE2 model in addition to whatever better generation iPhones are launching. The thing is, I don't know why Apple just doesn't drop at least 50 bucks on the iPhone 11 Pro. I'm not saying that it's going to be worth that amount of money still, but it's just proof that people don't want to pay so much money for an iPhone. And right now, the iPhone 11 is good enough. Expect our full review coming in the next few days. But finally, the hottest news today have to do with a topic that I usually don't like to leave for the hottest, because it eventually ends up being either a hoax or it gets confirmed that it didn't happen. But apparently this did. If you have a Samsung Galaxy S10, which currently uses the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, it seems you should be worried about it not necessarily working only for you, and that's something to worry about. It seems that if you have a cheap screen protector, other people can unlock your device. The first case reported by a British woman whose phone got unlocked by her husband, oh yeah, whose biometrics weren't even registered on the phone. Samsung customer support say that the sensor may detect patterns in the glass or plastic and confuse it for a fingerprint. Samsung has already acknowledged the problem and is preparing a patch. So yes, we do have a confirmation that this is a problem, and we know that the Galaxy Note lineup also has the same kind of fingerprint scanner. So let us know in today's question, I mean, how do you feel about this? Because in my case, my God, I'm already worried, but I'll give you another example of something that I'm worried about. The fact that Face ID, the alternative that Google has on their Pixel 4, actually can work with your eyes closed. So I'm like, whoa, that's another topic for the review. Let us know what you think about everything in the comments down below. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on PocketNow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also, follow us on social media as our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see what I do with these phones. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.